just Paul under the table again. I don't know how you keep doing it.
This is icon fashion, right?
It is. How can you compete?
I can't compete with Wayne. Come on,
Paul
man.
is the freshest dress in the building.
He is.
Every time. That's
until you show up.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep up, man.
Show out.
I can't kick. That's what they say in my city. I can't kick.
All right. Game 2, obviously, is tonight. Who you got and why?
I got Minnesota. I have Minnesota because I just feel like they're gonna, they're almost like they're young and it's like your teacher. They scold. They've been scolded. They've been scolded. Yeah, they've been scolded. They're this whole school year. They have been the class that responds after they've been scolded.
They have.
Yeah, so I believe that their response may be a little bit too much, and that's all.
Well, they're not young except for their best player, and he's only 22. So he's the one who just got scolded. It sounded like by his head coach.
He's the one that needed to be scolded.
He needed to get scolded, and you think he responds big?
Yeah, I think his response actually was in the second half after the 24 was dropped on his head. You noticed that Kyrie. He didn't do that.
He went 1 for 9.
Yeah, it's like he got scolded at halftime or something.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you asked for this, and now you got 24 of what you asked for.
All right.
Now what you gonna do? And I believed he answered that.
Okay. Unfortunately, Luka did
lost.
what Luka does.
Exactly. Because he should have said what Paul said. Paul said that didn't impress him when he said he wanted Kyrie. No, tell me you want the man.
Okay.
You want Luka.
You want Luka.
Yeah.
Would you anticipate that tonight?
I anticipate them doing whatever they have to do to win, and that may be that means without Ant may not even be checking none of the two. Yeah,
he got tired. He got tired.
He said it.
He got tired. Luka definitely gonna make him tired.
Yeah, with all that faking and all that.
Yeah, foul trouble.
Plus, Luka is 3 inches taller than he is. He had Luka a couple times in the second quarter, and it did not go well.
But when it comes to Ant and the height thing, he like a Draymond to me. When it comes to defense, it's like that type. It don't matter.
Just doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Look, their team goes as he goes. We all know that. When you look
They just do.
When you look at the NBA and you look at young superstars that are the face of their team, so to speak. If they play well, everybody else play well. That's just that's just the way it is. If he doesn't play well, they're going to get run out of the building. They're going to go to Dallas 2-0. But I anticipate him not having back-to-back stinkers. He hadn't shown me in any series so far that when he struggled in one game, that he carries over to the next game. Now, Game 7 is different than Game 1. I'm talking about in that specific series with a team, he hadn't done that. So why would I think, okay, when he says, I know what to expect now, and I know what I got to do. Yeah, but I know we look at him saying I'm tired, and we don't want to hear that as competitive athletes. We don't want to hear that because we wouldn't hear from some of the great ones that's ever played the game.
Although I do think he got tired. I think he just wore himself out in the first half on defense.
But it wasn't even just about him playing, Skip. You got to remember, Paul know this. When you got a big game, man, you're restless. You just, it's just something in your body.
Yeah.
You up all night, you just thinking, and then when you go to the stadium, you still kind of stressed out. I think all that on top of having to guard Kyrie, guard Luka, get my rest of my team going, it just was a lot.
Yeah, he's never been
First time there. That's what I was about to say.
He's never been there. So how do you mentally prepare for going there? How do you, physically, what's your routine? A lot of this comes in the fact that I haven't played this late in the season my whole career. I haven't played early games. You got noon games sometimes. You got 5 o'clock games sometimes, 8 o'clock. So you got to mentally prepare. You got to physically prepare. So you get there and you just this is all brand new to him.
Brand new.
This is all brand new to him. He'll learn.
Well, it better be brand old tonight because this is do or die.
I wouldn't be shocked if he parked his car in the wrong spot.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked.
He seemed like overamped. He never got comfortable, right?
It's interesting because the commentators were saying that they thought he would be overamped, and he seems like he's playing more controlled.
Yeah, at the beginning he was.
Yeah,
he was making the right passes.
I thought that was playing timid. I didn't see that as controlled. I saw that as playing a little timid to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said I never got downhill the whole game.
Well, a lot of it was covered up because you had McDaniels making shots early.
And threes was dropping.
And so now every time you get into a position to where you don't have the drive and you're kicking it to McDaniels and he's making 1, 2. He made 4 threes in the first quarter.
4 or 5, yeah.
And so now you're with Ant, you got to get him going early. So that kind of delayed his start, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, he set up some threes that he made, but he didn't get to the basket.
I thought then he kept settling.
Yeah.
He kept settling for those threes.
Because he normally, his free throw attempts is what? North of 10 a game?
He had 2.
That tell you right there.
I know, it does.
He wasn't going to the goal.
Agree. All right, your reaction to what I threw out earlier in the show about Luka. He's played 23 playoff road games in his career. He averages 33, 8, and 8. He is the ultimate road warrior, but he does not look the part. He doesn't act the part.
He gonna cry.
He's pissing and moaning. He's whining. He's doing it.
And then when he hit a shot, he gonna let you know he hit it.
But he'll giggle about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't look like an intimidating road warrior, but I got to say, these numbers, plus he's 11 and 12 lifetime in playoff road games, that is good.
12 and 12.
Right? What's that? Is it
12 and 12 tonight.
Okay, 12 and 12. Oh, that's what you say. All right. So what do you see in Luka?
I think I see the same thing my fellow partner over here see. I can't see too much, and I also voiced my opinion about Luka a few years back. But Luka to me, he is now. He's grown on. He's grown on me. He's amazing. I've seen it up close and personal. He's amazing, and on the road, he thrives.
No,
he thrives.
The same.
Because anytime I've seen him on the road. I have been at Phoenix. I have been in LA, and he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it. Listen to me.
No,
I've seen that man hit a 3. Saw that man hit a 3 on my team and come back down and hit another 3 and look at me. And look dead at me.
He loved that.
And then one time the ball, the ball
at Phoenix?
in LA, and the ball just magically bounces toward me out of bounds. And he running toward it, and he running toward it, and it was out on us. So he got to take. He runs toward it, and know it was out on us, and laugh and smile at me when he picked the ball.
Right.
I was like, I hope I ain't no internal motivation, but that lets you know.
He understands the moment.
That lets you know he knows. He understands the whole moment.
Problem with him, for me, they got to figure him out in the fourth quarter. They just got to figure the fourth quarter out. The rest of the game, they pretty much got it handled. But for the fourth quarter, when you know that's his magic, you got to figure out how to neutralize that.
A lot of people.
You got to figure out in the fourth quarter. You got to take him out, man.
You got to fire Kyrie in that fourth quarter too.
Careful.
Yeah, because he pops off in the fourth quarter.
All right, but you do have T-Wolves tonight.
I got him.
And Ant-Man will rise and shine tonight.
I hope so.
Would CP3 be a good fit for your Lakers?
I believe my bro would be a good fit for any team, but for the Lakers, he'll be a good fit, maybe not a great fit. Yeah, I believe he'll be a great fit. Me and Paul was just speaking about. I believe he'll be a great fit back in Phoenix. Yeah.
They missed him this year, I believe. Yeah, but only a good fit for your Lakers because of age.
Just because of me having that age and knowing how long he was supposed to be a Laker, it's just an exhausting thought. That's all.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
It's one of them deals where 13 years ago I wanted you, girl. Now I don't want you now.
You feel me?
I still, man.
I don't know. I know 13 years ago I needed you.
Yeah, I need you. Now I don't need you.
I don't even know if I want you. I don't even know if, you know what I mean?
I would, depending on his role, he could be helpful, just depending on his role. He is up there in age. Do you want a traditional point guard, facilitator type? You know what you're getting. You know he's going to be like an extra coach on the bench. So if you are going the J.J. Redick route, maybe a veteran like this helps the situation.
I agree.
But, man, we just got old. That's so interesting when you said that.
He just got old.
That's interesting when you said that, because when you said J.J. Redick, I automatically saw him playing the year out, retiring, and being an assistant coach right there on the side of J.J. Redick. As soon as you said that,
I mean, that may be the case, but it's just, what else are we getting other than CP3, though? That's the question. You know?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, will he be a good fit?
We're trying to win a championship.
Well, I mean, will CP be a good fit in Los Angeles? What you trying to accomplish? You know, if you're saying to win a championship, that won't be enough. Can CP3 play with anybody? Yeah, I think he can play this, depending on his role. Is he a starting point guard next to LeBron? Is he coming off the bench? These are the questions you got to ask. Is he 6-man, 7-man? I mean, he's getting older. The Lakers team gets older. I mean, will he be a great presence in the locker room for LeBron? Yes. Clearly, they're good friends. So there's a number of things you can say about CP being a good fit. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, what are the Lakers trying to accomplish? You know, at what price are you getting CP? You know, there's a number of questions. Are you getting him at, you know, mid-level? Are you getting him from the minimum?
Maybe minimum.
Minimum. Yeah. So, like, yeah, of course, that's a good fit because you add another player who has a high IQ, who's also a coach on the floor and off the floor. So, yeah, I mean, for that price, absolutely, it's a good fit.
All right, so this is what happened to CP3 at Golden State. He played in 58 games. He started 18 games. He averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. He did play in that game, the playing game at Sacramento that they lost. So they were one and done, and he scored 3 points with 1 rebound and 2 assists in 18 minutes. So if he comes to the Lakers, would he be a starter? Because you would think just on his prestige and his legacy.
I don't think we should judge him off that Warriors thing because they already have a system. And he just didn't fit in their system.
Okay, good.
And they was
Fair
trying
enough.
their hardest
right.
to find.
Okay,
yeah,
let's
to
say
fit him
you
in.
do start him with LeBron James.
I believe it works.
Okay, by the end of the year, once they both have their birthdays, you would have 2 40-year-olds in the backcourt. 2 40s. 2 40s. That'd be... Whoo. Okay.
Can you imagine him trying to guard Ja?
And then they're going to add me and Key.
Okay. And I'm going to throw this wrinkle at you also.
Oh, I got to be a wrinkle.
Okay. So think about this. A wrinkle for 40s, yes. I do believe Bronny James is going to play alongside his father here in L.A. next year.
Oh, you better believe it.
So I see Bronny playing 15 minutes off the bench next year. Okay, those could be CP3's 15 to 18 minutes. So is it possible in the end that the last rotation spot would come down to CP3 and Bronny?
He got his dad and his uncle out there.
Well, it's not. It's his literal godfather. I mean, he is the godfather to Bronny, right? Is it possible there would be some clash of minutes between those two?
I don't think at all.
No.
CP would give him every single minute he had.
Right. He would.
Okay.
I believe that.
All right. And yet, in the end, to me, LeBron is a natural-born point guard.
Skip, you just painted a picture to where if he was on the team with CP and LeBron, when they retire, I don't think you could have got no better training or no better teaching than to be in the NBA, to go through whatever failures you got to go through with your dad and with CP. I mean,
you couldn't. You want to talk about education?
I think you just created an NBA player that don't need y'all no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they leave, that's a great picture.
Okay. So you like it? Okay.
I love that picture you painted. Yeah.
Okay. And you're starting to talk yourself into it until I said 2 40-year-olds, right?
No, I already know they both. That's why I said to Paul, we're getting old, fast.
Older.
But older.
Oldest.
Oldest. However you want to say it.
ODs,
what else is around?
ODs.
What else is around?
Yeah, the
Can't just be CP3 and run it back. That's not gonna happen. We can't do that. If you told me we getting CP3 and we gonna get DeMar DeRozan, okay, all right, let's do that. If you told me something like that, are we gonna get CP3 and Paul George? Okay, that's cool. But if you're just telling me the only thing we get is CP3, I mean, I don't know if that's enough to... Remember, our problem is them people up in Denver with that big old dude in the middle. That's our problem. That's our problem.
I don't think he's noticing that. We saying that the Lakers seem like they may have another goal in mind now, and not the goal that you and I are striving for.
But we don't want that goal. That's not what we about championships.
We don't want that goal.
We don't want that goal, man.
We don't want that goal.
We don't want fair world tours. We've done that before.
That's what this is.
Yeah, we don't want that. Stop, man. Stop trying to. We're not paying $160 million to LeBron for a fair world tour, man.
It's not a farewell tour. It's actually a learning lesson for learning curve for Bronny.
Why not?
Yeah, you about to watch this.
He can play with his dad, but we not. I guess if y'all think that's what it is.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.